Paul Martiner was a top player, played at the World Cup 1982, manager as well. But if I gave you the choice, Paul, as a manager, of only one of these two, but you can have one, but you're not allowed them both, would you take Marcus Rashford right now or Tammy Abraham?
Right now, I would take Rashford.
Why?
Purely and simply because his body of work over a few seasons. When I saw Abraham at Villa, I wasn't convinced. I didn't think that he was a pure finisher. But since I've seen him play at Chelsea with Frank Lampard's put him in front of Giroud, who I thought would start, and he's got the service, and he's been very, very sharp in the box, and he's put the ball in the back of the net. Has he made me question my decision? Yes, he has a little bit, because when the opportunities arose, and you only get these opportunities very rarely in the Premier League, he's put in the back of the net.
Whether it's Messi or Ronaldo, there seems to be something in life right now. There has to be X is better than Y. We can enjoy them both.
Yes.
Would you, in the system that's played by Gareth Southgate, is there a place for both? Because we've seen at Manchester United, sometimes Martial plays through the middle, so Rashford plays wide on the left. You could play them up front as a two, of course you could, but you could play them both in the same team with Rashford wide and Abraham through the middle, couldn't you?
You could, but you're going to ask... So if you want, I always see Rashford as a 9. I know he can play out there, but
he's a goal scorer.
I see him as a 9. I think he's got pace. His hold-up play plays pretty good. What you've got to do then, and this is, we always, as coaches and managers, we always say, okay, what players have we got, and what system can we employ to get the best out of those players?
So how do you fit them both in?
Well. This is it, because Harry Kane obviously is your number 9.
Yep.
Now then, who's going to partner? Who's going to be the most fruitful to partner Harry Kane? Do you play 2 high and 1 underneath? I mean, Harry can drop in. We have seen him do that. This is all sorts of questions that only Southgate can answer, because then are the other players comfortable in the positions that he's putting them in? Purely and simply to get these 3 into the side.
But it's also short term. Let's look a little bit more long term as well.
Yep.
Say for example, Harry Kane's the wrong age of 30. Now, you, I believe, made way for Gary Lineker to make his England debut.
Yes.
You came off, he went on as a substitute
and
for you.
I never saw the field again.
No. Well, hopefully Harry plays as long as he can.
Yeah.
But if we look kind of longer term here, can you see, I know it's hard right now, but can you see a situation where Rashford and Tammy Abraham are key components of the England attack together?
Look, you've got to see natural progression. Rashford's not. He's played 5 games, 3 goals. It's not a bad return. But when you're the centre forward and the main goal threat for Manchester United, it's a lot of weight on your shoulders. Can he do it? Yes, of course he can. And I'll go back to my original point with Tammy Abraham. It's very, very early with him.
It's early for them both as far as long term is compared. But this is the situation that we are in now. We're not looking at kind of now. When someone comes into a team, they're the next best thing, right. That's it. Just get rid of them. That's the way that the media works these days.
Well, that's fine and dandy. But Frank Lampard and Solskjaer are not the media. They're looking at these players day in, day out, week in, week out, and they're seeing the performances on the field, as we all are. But we're not privy to train. We're not seeing the development of the likes of Abraham, because, as I said earlier, I didn't think that he would start over Giroud this season for Chelsea, purely and simply because of his body of work at Aston Villa. But as I've said, when I've seen him in the box, he looks very lively, and he puts it in the back of the net. And what more can you ask for?
You and I commentated pre-season on Borussia Mönchengladbach Chelsea. Abraham did well in that game. That was the first time you'd seen him on a 90-minute basis since he was at Villa. When you did that game with me, did you think to yourself, this could be someone for the future? Because you clearly went into the season thinking you'd still go Giroud over Abraham. So have you been surprised?
I have, and I think you raise your game when you're around better players. Don't want to be insulting to Villa, but the Chelsea group are a more talented group than the Villa boys. So the service that's coming in, when the ball's coming in, and the timing of the run, the timing of the pass, people see things a little bit differently. And as I've said, when he gets the ball in those attacking areas, he looks absolutely lethal. So let's give him a little bit more time with this. His development, and see how he does develop, because let's not forget, defenders will tumble it. Defenders will start to work him out a little bit, so then you've always got to have something else in in your locker. So we'll see. I mean, as an Englishman, I hope they do well.
Yeah, and as a Scotsman, I look down south and I see Rashford, I see Abraham, I see Sterling, and I see Kane.
Not bad.
And what do we have?
Not a lot.
Thanks.
Nothing.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.